ままだってごまかし笑っていた足りなくて補って届かなくて誰もがきっと見失って生きづらさの理由を知る呼吸はまだ続くか一息で貫くためには少し苦しいだろう許せいっぱい我らが行くことを今埋める時を見事かしゃききれても道だけは続いているその美しさもあれにも平らに消える中だ残り数やせ集めまだ進んでいけ進んでいけ夜を越えて
Hey everybody, it's the Last Robot Guy here. Today is a weird thing I'm doing. And it's kind of a wrap up for Fate Samurai Remnant Let's Play. Like I don't usually do the big crossover between when I stream and when I do video game, but there are a few things that we haven't done yet. And I thought it's probably not as exciting just to do some of these fights, the recollections and stuff like that. So I thought, what I will do is I will get Coolguye in here as well, and we're gonna do a silly thing. So let's load the game up. For those who don't know, Fate Samurai Remnant is part of the Fate franchise. It was made by the team behind Dynasty Warriors, Omega Force, and was released, oh god, just a little bit over a year and change? I think it came out like 2 Octobers ago, so like a year and a half maybe. I don't know. I don't know how dates work. And it got 3 DLCs, and I did a full Let's Play of it that ended up taking 100 years to complete. But this is this game, and I'm going to be doing mostly this stuff here, the battle recollections. And I'm going to bring in the person who is coming on board with this, because I brought Coolguye along, and I'm going to undef it, and I'm going to say hello to Coolguye. Hello, Coolguye!
Ahoy hoy!
Welcome to the show. I'm just going to be setting up my moderator stuff now. So, basically what's happening today is we're doing a very silly series of... well, we're going to do some boss rushes. We are going to do some boss rushes. We're going to do some, like, boss fights. And there are some, like, special boss fights they've created as well. I'm just going into the mod view for this so that... because for whatever reason, when I'm on this screen, it will not let me do... Is that a strawman? Yes, that's a strawman. That's the people who criticize my streams.
Huh?
Huh? And there was actually something I didn't get...
You're just fortunate they're not strung up with straw. I actually have honor bound myself to not watch the actual stream, just in case there's dorks who are trying to spoil individual guesses for me.
Well, that's okay, because, so I'll explain what we're going to be doing, actually, to everybody so they understand.
Oh, yeah?
Because back when we were doing the Let's Play early on, a lot of people were like, hey, it'd be really cool if you got Coolguye to guess some servants. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll probably do that as part of a wrap-up episode. So that's why this is why we're here now. And so the reasoning behind that is I just felt like it was probably the best place to do it, and it would be a good way to sort of spread things out in the in-betweens. It would also be really cool if you got Coolguye to actually be cool. He can't see you making fun of him, Sol, so I'll have to pass on everything mean you say to him from chat. So it is a guess who quiz night. I have selected so basically to go down the thing. I thought it would be really unfair if I just threw any random servant at Coolguye. Like, it would be absolutely batshit insane if I did that, because he would then have to pick up insanely obscure context clues, and also, like, sometimes some of these characters are just, like, complete Fate characters more than they are anything else. So I sort of decided, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to characters we talked about during the Let's Play. which actually ended up being a lot harder than you'd think as well, because we talked about a lot of different, like, historical characters.
This is why I was basically saying, like this doesn't make it any easier on me.
Yeah, and so I've narrowed that down, and then I've picked 20 from that, because I figure I'm gonna give Coolguye time to think about some of them. Some of them he's gonna get straight away, but some of them he's gonna need a little time to think about, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. I also need to set up one other thing, and I actually forgot. Did I bookmark it? God, I hope I bookmarked it. Because I forgot to set it up.
Definitely something you want to hear your streamers say right before go time.
Well, essentially what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to show this off now, before we get into it. This is how the recollection system works. So basically you're going into Iori's mind palace, where he has, like, fight against things, and so as you do fights, you get rewards. There's different, like there's a lot of replays of fights we've done before. And if you unlock enough of them, they also unlock sequences of fights. Like, this one is when you fight Assassin, you fight him, and then afterwards you fight his boss form, the Ibuki incarnate thing. And there's, like, a few other ones where because I defeated a few other characters, some more turn up. There's, like, all these extra things they sort of added, and this all got added after the game got released. And one of the things you can actually do is you can also play as pretty much any of these characters as you want. Like, you can play the default fight, but you can play as all the cast, all the servants that you can play as in this game. For various reasons, are all here. The gang's all here, except Caster. Caster did not want to play. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be basically randomly selecting. It's not possible for all of them to do it, but hot mom. Okay, that was a strange take. That's Kishimonjin. She is a deranged, semi-demonically possessed cretin. So I'm just gonna quickly just write out. I've got, like, a little roulette wheel. I couldn't be bothered setting up, like, a key for, like, thing for it, so I'm just gonna quickly write all the characters. Be quiet, Saber. This shouldn't take long because it's just, I'm pretty much just rattling off the names off by heart. Yep, that one. So
no, you didn't put any effort into this at all. There's just 20 names that you've committed to memory.
Yeah, I'm pretty great.
I'm not being facetious. That's way harder than I would work on this. Like,
well, most of them is just me adding rogue to a class, so it's not actually as hard as you might think.
You'd think, but like I'd still probably get about 5 names in and turn into an as seen on TV ad where I just start groaning. There's got to be a better way.
I'm just going with them by their classes until we get to the DLC ones, in which case it'll be, like, a little bit easier. There are a lot to do, so it's like I missed one already. See, now I've thrown myself off. All right, Berserker. All right, and then we got Boss. Then we got, because it's like Iori, Saber, Lancer, Archer, Assassin, Rider, Berserker, Rogue Saber, Rogue Lancer, Rogue Assassin, Rogue Archer, Rogue Caster, Rogue Berserker, Boss, Yagyu, new Rogue Rider, I've already forgotten his name, Shogun, and...
you wouldn't have forgotten his name if you've been playing the Cao Cao route on Dynasty Warriors, because you'd be spending a bunch of time kicking his ass.
Yeah, true. You face off with him quite often, and then Kishimonjin. And I think that's everybody. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 different characters I'm going to be shuffling through. I'm going to hit shuffle 3 times on the spin wheel so that they're not in any particular order. And I'm also going to go in and... Where is that one? Customize. There we go. I'm just... Okay, good. It's got no sound on because I want to hear me spinning the wheel. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Coolguye a picture, and I'm basically going to say to him, hey, bro, guess this servant. And he can choose to guess it immediately, or he can choose to not guess it immediately. And then I'll give him time while I do a fight, and then we'll come back to it. So I am sending him now, after 10 minutes of prep. This is actually still less time than it took to get to a Super Robot Wars battle. You will get to see the picture when Coolguye... Because what I'm going to do is if Coolguye can't get it, I'm going to get him to describe the servant to you guys, and you can try and guess them if you know. And so I'm going to send Coolguye the first one, and he's immediately going to get this one instantly because this is the super gimme. This is how he doesn't fuck this up completely. Like, he had to get one right.
Okay. Yeah, this is the original Saber. This is King Arthur Pendragon, right?
Yes. So that's what everyone else gets to see.
All right, there we go.
I'll put that up on the stream. So I've got all the characters up on the stream. So we'll do that. Now I'm going to do it like...
I'm not a complete idiot.
The second one is a gimme as well because I wanted to do like a bit. So we'll actually do a fight. So just to get us warmed up, we'll do the Snake Slaying Showdown. We'll change our character, and we will spin the wheel. Oh boy, I'm spinning a wheel.
Friggin', I just want it on record. I'm also having a big 750 milliliter bottle of the Dissident from Deschutes Brewery, which is an ale brewed with cherries. So I will get less coherent as this goes on.
Oh, there's a separate thing that adds applause when you do it. Okay, so the character I rolled was Roguecaster. So we'll be doing the first fight against Assassin with Roguecaster. So let's go in with the Battle Recollection Snake God Slaying as Kirke. You know,
Eat the Kikion.
Yeah. Well, in Fate Samurai, Fate Grand Order, the Caster class does have the advantage over the Assassin class. There you go. This is a nice little bit of a warm up. Kirke's more a crowd control character as well, so this is kind of an interesting matchup. And I can do that too. So yeah, so there are a lot of Saber characters in the game, but there's also a lot of Saber faces, a lot of King Arthurs in the game. Can you? Oh, too late. No, I got him. He's just having a lot of fun sending out snakes. Huh? I was just gonna say, there's a lot of different Artorias out there. There's not one for every class, but there almost is, which is frightening enough on itself.
Honestly, if you've almost done it, you might as well commit to the bit and complete the set.
And they're not all done by the same artist, which is actually really interesting. Which is typically they're done by the main artist of the Fate franchise. Also, the game is nice enough that you actually get Iori's menu for healing items if you want to cheese the shit out of it. I'm gonna try not to cheese out of it though. I'm gonna try and be nice and friendly about it.
So you can have what 99 of each rice ball or something?
Yeah, basically.
Brilliant. I suppose you could also get whatever your affinity gauge or whatever was. I'm gonna be real. I am already forgetting some of the mechanism names.
Plays a duplicate. Considering how much fake content is out there, I'm sick there's a singular main artist. Well, basically the artist of I'll just throw some pics out. When I say that there's a main artist, they do more than everybody else, and they also no, the Nasu is the writer, and Wada Arko does the CCC series. They are not the main artist, believe it or not. God, their name is eluding me, but it's basically they were the artist who was also on Fate Stay Night, and they were the let's hit this man with pigs. Assassin isn't a typically very hard fight. Ow, face. Okay, here we go.
Takashi Takeuchi?
There we go. Takashi Takeuchi.
Okay, I was like, I'm gonna be real. I put main Fate artist Fate series into Google, and that's what came up.
Yeah, and that's it. That is absolutely correct. They are the chief character
Good one on
designer
Google.
of the whole thing. So now we're dealing with actual like big proper snakery. Let's get poisoned.
What, you get poisoned or they get poisoned?
They get
Because if
poisoned.
you're dealing with snakes,
I said, please get
Okay,
poisoned to the
like-
snakes.
that feels like an oxymoron. Also, yes, I know that's not how poison works.
そんなものかい
Patience of the franchise.
かかれ 覚悟はいいかい
Yeah. One of the
I
big
will
problems
say,
with
I am
fighting
jealous of you guys getting to watch Kirke strut her stuff, just because like she's kind of pure joy in motion.
Yeah, you don't get to do as much of her really good stuff, unfortunately, just because of the enemy characters tend to block.
お食べお食べ
So, like I said, she's great for crowd control. One-on-one boss fights, she's honestly kind of a bit rough.
心で
Because, yeah, like, a lot of her abilities are just hold the button and, like, blow everything up a lot. And the enemy usually just blocks at some point. Just all the little pigs. I can do this.
愛しのピ
Seven.
グレス覚悟はいいかい捕らえたよ
There we go. Honestly, have been kind of surprised by how casual this entire fight has felt, though. Okay, that's more like it. So Coolguye has basically got himself sort of... Can I pick this man? I cannot pick this man. I can, however, pick the snakes, which is fine. I picked some snakes.
Honestly, that's really a step up for the snakes, at least in tastiness.
Yeah, never eaten snake. Probably never will. Ooh. Need these other snakes to go. I'm going to hit you with many pigs as it takes. Yeah, Kirke mostly spent time. We mostly spent time with Kirke in the Grail fronts, or Grail font fights, or whatever you want to call them. They never really gave him an official name, but they were very much like sort of variations of like Fate Grand Order's Grail fronts.
Those were pretty creative usage of the game's mechanics. Like, and they were deployed really well. I'm pretty sure I said this during the Let's Play, but it reminded me very much of, I believe it was Soul Calibur 3's kind of like RTSE mode, but that got really old because the only trick it had was the Soul Calibur one-on-one thing, and so every time two people met one another, you had to do one of those fights, and it just got super old.
Yeah, so there's actually multiple versions of Saber Artorias, like that's the other really funny thing actually is that they haven't like there's been different ways that they've pronounced or spelled you know, essentially Saber is King Arthur, right? I got kicked in the face. Alright, I'm gonna eat rice.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna eat rice. This hasn't been very exciting. Yeah, we are chipping away at a boss. We're doing.
If you have access to Iori's inventory and you die in one of these, you better have just been one hit quit from like full health.
or you know,
you ended the game with an absolutely staggering amount of resources.
So much so, yeah. I actually had to play through the entirety of the game like multiple times to unlock everything too, because I actually fully unlocked the warehouse. The workshop, sorry. Not the warehouse. The workshop.
Oh, the workshop.
Sorry.
Okay.
I can't like concentrate.
No. It makes total sense. Like, honestly, like I went to the Decaying Command Championship, and I'm just like, didn't we do that? Like,
Yeah.
we did the whole warehouse of boss statues.
Yeah, we did do that boss fight. There we go. So that's another one like knocked down. But yeah, like it's actually kind of funny because like there's Saber, but there's also there's Saber Alter. Saber Alter is kind of weird as well in that she actually has two rider forms. One is like a summer version of her, and the other one is like a Santa Claus version of herself. I don't feel like I need to really explain that.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Santa Claus version of herself. I was distracted pouring myself more beer.
Yeah.
I do feel like you need to say a few words about that one. I'm confused now.
Well, Saber Alter likes
of King Arthur with tits. Did I get that right?
No, because she's flat as a board. Anyway. Saber. This is Saber Alter. She was the first welfare for Christmas. You're also kind of wondering what I'm doing here. This is pretty much there was. You could get outfit changes for 3 characters for this game. You could only get change for Saber and Iori if you actually like were in Japan and got their special edition. They were originally going to release it outside Japan and then changed their mind. I don't know why. I think it was because there just wasn't enough interest. And then, but if you pre-ordered the game in general, and then again they released it recently, you could change how Masashi was dressed. It's like, it's so weird that they've got like an entire menu for this. I don't really care much for the outfit, but I realized I hadn't showed it off, so there you go. There's Masashi. Her portrait never changes in the game, but every instance of her turning up in the game, she will look like this, even as like in the story mode as another character. So yeah. Let's get back to normal clothing. There's a puppet version of Saber for, yeah, she's been in Thunderbolt Fantasy as well. Ah, so this is what it looks like when you max out your workshop as well. What's wrong?
Hold on. I feel like I need to replay that a little bit. Which Saber are we talking about? Are we talking about King Arthur, or are we talking about, huh?
King Arthur is in Thunderbolt Fantasy, like in a Thunderbolt Fantasy sort of like April Fool's Day kind of thing.
That's super cool. Like I really enjoyed Thunderbolt Fantasy. That's why I felt the need to rewind on it.
Well, it is important to note that the fellow who does Thunderbolt Fantasy, whose name I can never pronounce, it's like Rubachi or something. He and Nasu were part of a same sort of a circle of basically a circle of creative friends and things like that. So they'll often like work together. Like,
that's super cool.
Like he's worked on like a story in Fate Granddaughter. He was also the writer of I think it was the writer for Fate Zero, which is kind of like the prequel to Fate Stay Night. Yeah, and so yeah, it's how it is.
That like a lot of people have heard me say like puppetry never, like the discipline of puppetry never really got over the death of Jim Henson. Thunderbolt Fantasy is one of the depressingly few things that is out there to prove me wrong. Right, Thunderbolt Fantasy rules so freaking much.
Alright, I'm gonna hit you with the second one. This one is also a tremendous gimme. So you're 1 for 1. You're gonna get 2 for 2 now because I wanted to do a bit. This is solely the sole reason why I did this. Okay. So here you go.
That. Weren't you just talking about Saber Alter? Isn't this also fucking King Arthur Pendragon?
No.
Oh. What? Look you then.
Look at the character, man. Are you serious right now? Are you literally? I'm gonna give you another fight to get this right. Holy shit! I can't even imagine what has just happened here. You're upsetting me. I'm gonna spin the wheel.
I told you that this shit would happen.
I'm so unbelievably furious right now. Okay, we're gonna do the next fight as Yagyu. I'm so unbelievably angry. I cannot even believe this.
Dude, you were saying this literally happened with Boss. You were just like, this is gonna be a gimme. You've literally already spoken with about this person, and it still took me 3 fucking episodes to put everything together because it was way harder than you let on.
No, man, you do not understand. I am going to like absolutely open a can of being very upset at you once we finish this if you haven't got it down. I want you to describe this character when we're finished. So this is Yao Yu from the second DLC, and we're doing the final fight against Caster and Zhou. Oh, Jeanne, sorry.
Alright, like, I've got to sit here and fucking dredge my memory now.
You have to think about this for the love of God, man. You need to not fuck this up. Okay, I was too far away to do that one.
Because, like, this is literally the same goddamn face, just with different clothing.
One of the things I find really interesting about Caster actually is that he seems to be the only one who doesn't really try to come to the aid of the master when you fight. Also, I've found since doing it, a lot of Zheng's moves are like sort of like archer moves, like that one, but like with variations of how they work. I'm just like, I'm sorry. All the rest of you will understand why I'm so upset with this man when we get to
I went on at length about the visual language of these fucking series and how it was way weirder than you thought it was as somebody who's been fucking hard boiled in it.
You say this, man, but when we do this, I want you to understand. You said all these things. Okay, I want you to understand. You said all these things.
I know. I'm still going to be. I'm going to dishonor my ancestors. I fucking know.
The fact you didn't instantly name this one has upset me on all reckoning. Hieda no Are was such a left field one, but it was so funny how everyone was like, "Oh yeah, I know this character. They're from Toho."
There was a fucking episode we were talking about various saber faces, and like this was so long ago. This was like the first quarter of the Let's Play that we were doing for an entire fucking year. I'm sitting here just racking my goddamn brain.
Yeah, and the saber face isn't necessarily the saber face isn't necessarily someone who is like King Arthur either.
Sure. I very specifically remember we went over like there are a number of people who aren't King Arthur but are related to the legend. Some of them that are not even. That have nothing to do with it, blah blah blah. Like again, it's a particular visual language that's set up with a number of in jokes and other things that I'm autistically immune to in a lot of ways.
Yeah, Yaku's MP is amazing. I fucking love it. I was very happy with it.
Oh my god. Alright, I have half of a thought here.
Okay, so
I'm still not sure it's right.
Who do you think it is?
Mordred?
Okay, so I want you to start describing this character to everybody.
Swear to God. Alright,
Visually.
so it is the same face, like daggerish triangular face, blue eyes, blonde hair that Arturia Pendragon has. Hair length is chin length. The clothing is a iron steel or a gray iron breastplate with a knee-length cape that has the cross of, I believe that's Saint Gregory on it. And it is dark blue and has dark blue. The character has dark blue thigh highs. Weapon is weapon at the hip is a thin thrusting and slashing sword, not an S-Doc,
Chat got it.
like a stylized
Ladies and gentlemen,
broadsword.
it is Jeanne d'Arc.
Are you fucking serious? They put Jeanne in there? Oh my
Jeanne
god.
d'Arc.
Okay,
It's
sure,
regular
fine,
Jeanne
whatever.
d'Arc. And I'm now going to hit you. The entire bit was you were going to get this instantly, and I was going to hit you with this entire list of other Jeanne d'Arcs that are in the game. I was going to be like, and I'm sending them all to you right now, which is probably going to slow my stream down, but damn it, I'm going to do it anyway, and hopefully it actually sends. But for everybody in chat, there's also Jeanne d'Arc Alta in Fate Grand Order, Summer Jeanne d'Arc, Summer Jeanne d'Arc Alta, Metatron Jeanne d'Arc, Indian Jeanne d'Arc, Lakshmi Bai, and then the last one, which is, let me make sure I got this right, Jeanne d'Arc Alta Santa
Fundamentally
Lily.
different from the single Jeanne d'Arc altar that I am familiar with from FSR. I don't feel bad about this.
Jeanne d'Arc Alta Santa Lily. Everyone's just like, how? How did he do this? How did he do this? How did he do this when she's literally in the game, only with like a slightly different hair color, armor color?
Fundamentally different.
She's like,
like multiple ways the visual language is 100% different. I don't feel bad about this. You can try to shame me. I don't feel bad.
He is disappointed me so bad.
This motherfucker, you're
you're
coming at me like Talion, and I'm an orc, and you're just like, I don't kill cowards, and I just power up, and I'm just like, I am unashamed.
I am like,
that's me
I'm
right
like,
now.
like, I'm just like, how did you knock this off, man? I have brought up like Jeanne d'Arc Alta for the chat, and she's wearing pretty much the same outfit, except her coat is puffier at the top.
If I am remembering correctly, first of all, her hair length and hairstyle are different. Her eyes are different. Her expression is different. She doesn't wear a cape nearly in the same way. Her weapons are completely different.
Same head thing. That's right, we meant same head thing.
Don't like stop me if I hit a nerve here.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, I had so much faith in him to start with that he was gonna ace like a couple of these, and like my disappointment is immeasurable. So like I thought I
fucking warned you that something like this would happen because I interpret things differently. This is literally never mind. So this is literally why I have a job in real life. If there are 10 ways to interpret something, I will interpret it the wrong way all 9 times. That's why I have a job.
Okay, well, I'm about to send you the third gimme, or what I was hoping was the third gimme. So
yeah.
Here's the third gimme.
What the fuck? Okay. This one's gotta be William Tell, right?
Yes, 100% correct. It is in fact
cool.
It is in fact William Tell, the obscure servant reference I was making during the boss fight that you 100% nailed. I really like his design.
Like a man with a beard that mighty and a crossbow that prominent couldn't have been anything else.
Yeah, like I said, a very good gimme, that one. Oh god. Okay, I gotta go to number 4. Number 4 is gonna like now I'm getting into the ones this one's gonna be hard. I've thrown a hard one in here. But this is definitely one. This is a servant that you reference a lot without actually realizing it. In general conversations and things like that as well. Like, so I'm about to send you this particular character, and then I'm gonna go do a fight while you try and think of it. So we've got a So I'm going to do the boss fight against.
Whoa!
Yeah, like that is generally an
okay.
appropriate
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, generally appropriate response to that character. And so the character I'm going to be playing as I do the fight against. Okay, it's gonna be Rogue Saber. So we're gonna do Calamity, and I'm gonna do it as Kiso Yoshinaka.
What in the hell?
So he's gonna be picking through the picture I've just sent him, and believe me, that's not even like the hardest one I'm about to unleash on you. The one that comes afterwards, you're gonna be like, oh, this is a crime.
Yeah, they're like, again, talking about visual languages, there's a lot going on here. I'm not even sure how to interpret the legs because like, so the way this character's legs are set up, she has a particularly low strung strap that is over her. It's below her hip, so it's almost like binding her legs together. And I'm not certain if that's supposed to be implying that she's wrapped up with the legend of the Lamia, because she also has dark skin and a veil and dark hair, implying that you know she's Indian derived. But then also she has just like a buttload of scrolls that all have wax seals on them, which has an entire other like stream of consciousness that goes almost orthogonally from the Lamia legend. So there's a lot going on here.
I think I can actually hit this guy right now. He's doing his big diving attack. So yeah, Yasuma Gatsu is like a god of calamity, sort of listed in like regular casters like history of wacky things. Let's talk about Weird Tale. Weird Tale is a really interesting story. Bro, this is like a final boss fight I'm doing. It's like I'm gonna throw cows at this man. Yeah, so like apparently the entire story for Weird Tale is like he didn't bow to the Lord's hat that was like on a fence post, and so the Lord was like, "Fuck you, dude. Shoot this apple on top of your son's head," which is like, okay, and he did it. Not his finest moment. Eat some rice. I mostly have to do this one because I might actually unlock another fight afterwards, because usually defeating the bosses unlocks a different fight afterwards as well. I really feel better than this than that. I'm on fire now.
She's supposed to be. She's also got some feathers on her shoulders. Yeah. It would imply that this is supposed. Damn it.
Don't really tell me what he's trying to do here. I don't want to get hit by it. I'm also eat more rice. I'm not do that very well. So, yeah, try me patience, dragon.
Yeah, this one's like, obviously the legend of the Lamia is Greek, and the legend of the Harpy is also Greek, but this character's like pigmentation and dress implies more Indian origin. Which, if you pull, like, I told you very specifically, I'm bad at Indian storytelling, so you pulled one out on me here, that's a low fucking blow.
Well, personally, I have pulled out Indian character for you. This isn't it. This character's not Indian.
Yeah, damn it. Okay.
It's alright. Once you describe this character to everybody else, it'll make more sense. Because we got a few people here who know their Serpentine stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't.
This is 100% a character that you bring up every so often in like when you talk about stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this one, but Okay, like I know what my guess is going to be, but I'm only about 15% confident in it because
Do you want to make your guess now? You can make your guess at any time. This is gonna be like
the Oracle of Delphi.
No.
Yeah, I didn't
Also
think
not
so.
Greek. Also, I'm done.
Not Greek. Okay.
This guy is just. This is a bad matchup.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. She's probably Arabic. God damn it! Of course she's Arabic. Okay. That makes a little bit more
Can you make the
sense.
price is right fail home when he misses it? See, for me, I was 100% thinking about getting the Australian family food sounds. The Australian family food sounds are like fucking amazing. I don't know how they do it in America, but there's like this wonderful sound it makes when you get it wrong, where it just goes bow.
Oh, in America, it's a fairly standard annoying buzzer that sounds like.
Yeah, I should I don't think Family Feud's on TV anymore in Australia. Come down here so I can
It
kick
is
your ass,
in the
dragon.
United States, but it is relegated to daytime TV.
It is also extremely unhinged from what I've seen. and no, the character is not Gorgon.
I would have gotten like there is not a snake in here. Like there is no way you could have
Gorgon
Gorgon without having some kind of a snake or snake scale on the screen.
All right. So what's your guess?
I really don't have another one. Like
Okay.
I was trying to dredge up like Arabic storytelling, but unless we're talking about, and their name is escaping me, the woman who was telling the 1001 Arabian Nights tales, like then I got nothing. And I'm forgetting her name. Like
So
there
that's the
was
American
specifically a woman. Huh?
Oh, I found the American one on YouTube. I've just been pressing it repeatedly. Anyway,
Oh.
if you want to describe, the character,
Okay,
I'll
okay,
only
okay,
accept
okay.
names.
So
if you
yeah.
want to describe the character to everybody.
Okay. So procedure here is I'm going to describe her basic physical features, and then I'm going to describe her clothing from and equipment, like the things that she's holding from top to bottom. So she is dark skinned with blue eyes and black hair that goes down to her mid thigh. Then her hat and tiara look a little bit like a white slime that has gold and blue gems inset, with the central gem being a large red ruby. She is wearing a white veil that has gold tassels. Her shoulder pad is blue with gold piping. She's wearing a gold bracer around her bicep, and then her midsection has a particularly skimpy, basically breastplate with that is again blue and gold. That dives down into a loincloth that is also white and reveals her legs up to the hip. She then also has a golden strap that goes below her hip that also has golden tassels. She is carrying a lantern that has a scroll that is sealed with a red wax seal on in her hand, and then behind her she has a number of other scrolls that are sealed with red wax, and then in the backdrop there's a traditional Arab bulbous rooftops.
So yeah, so chat has given it to you. They basically said you did actually guess the character right. You just forgot their name. It is Shaherad.
Oh, right, that's her name. Yeah. Okay,
Let me put
so
Shaherad
okay,
up for everyone to see.
yeah.
That is not her. That was the next guest. Sorry, everybody. Don't say who that is. He's not watching anyway, but don't say who that is. That's the one he's not
Yeah, like
going
you
to
can't
get.
spoil this for me.
That's the Super Destroyer. He's not going to understand that one. So yeah, that's Shiz. She's pretty cool. She's like my go-to damage-dealing caster because I have literally no other damage-dealing casters.
Yeah, and I very much see what you mean by me referencing her without really meaning to, is because like
Yeah.
like the Arabian Nights are like I went to sleep reading that crap.
Yeah. All right, time for the next character that I accidentally showed everybody because I thought we're up to our 5th servant. We're only up to our 4th.
Oh
well,
man.
Now we're up to our 5th.
There's not a lot to go on here. This is like the polar opposite. There's like very little to go on now.
So we unlocked the Sword Demon.
Wow. Okay.
Fight your inner self. The demon is awake in the shadow before you is no longer your past self. Okay. Alright, well, while you try to figure that one out,
Let me think here.
I'm going to...
Like...
Yeah, that is like the later versions for Scheherazade. She wears a lot less. Alright, time to spin the wheel. Who will be fighting the Sword Demon? Oh, it was almost Saber. It's a Bukidoji. So, yeah, this fight might go over pretty quickly. So you don't get much time. Let's go. I'm guessing this is like the Ori that has all these attacks. This is gonna be so hard to see what's going on. Problem is, Iori's like a human character, so if I just do like my combo enders, he can't actually yeah, I'm not entirely sure where this goes for him. Just... all the exciting, I can't see anything that's happening that's going on with the Bukidoji. Version of Iori doesn't block the button either. Probably doesn't help his case very much. Again, he has not had a turn today. I just basically just had him parked in the corner here. Oh, here we go. Surely there's another face in this. She just like beamed him from a little bit.
Who are you fighting in with who?
Basically it was the Sword Demon, so it was like, Iori's shadow. Remember he has that internal thing? And like, the game's like, oh, he's not the same Iori you fought before. He didn't get a move off.
Super.
So that was, and now we've unlocked Demonic Pageant. See, that's why, like, we're gonna be getting through it, and we're gonna be unlocking a few more. So, fight the heroic spirits, an onslaught of inimitable strength. Join the apartment to fill one and all. Okay. So, that one went way quicker. But don't worry, we've still got some of the other ones from this one we're gonna show off as well. I'll even do some ones we've already cleared, just to unlock all of them. Alright. So, do you have any semblance of a guess?
I have a guess.
Okay.
I'm not super confident on the on this one either.
Okay.
But I know I've referenced this person during the Let's Play, but I am not. Like, I can't remember your response. I don't know if you said he was even in Fate to begin with, but where my head is going is basically Saint Francis of Assisi.
Okay, so you're way off the mark. So if you want to, describe this character, everyone, because I don't know if how many people actually saw it. I only had it on there for a second.
So like we're talking about like male character.
There's not much details to work with.
Calm face, shoulder length green hair with a white robe that goes from neck to foot, one hand out, appearing to be either beckoning or supplicating. Background is trees, which makes me think it's Druidic influenced or European influenced versus something like Kong. I'm forgetting his last name. The guy who was actually the main character of Journey to the West, not Sun Wukong. Like the guy who bound Sun Wukong on his way to the Thunder Temple.
Yeah, they are a servant in the game as well. They are a lady with large breasts. So it is not that character either.
Okay.
And yeah, Book Thief has nailed it. It is actually Enkidu.
That's Enkidu?
That's Enkidu. That's Boss's bro.
I would not
Enkidu.
have.
No, that's what I said.
I would not have figured Enkidu was that.
Enkidu is, in fact, the very first servant guess you made concerning Saber's identity. You said Enkidu, and then I was like, well, it's not Enkidu. And you're like,
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's
all right.
So
no, like
he changes.
I would.
He's kind of funny.
I
Actually,
wouldn't have imagined that
when you
yeah.
send him. He basically just looks like this the whole time.
I wouldn't have imagined that they would have entered Enkidu as relatively small looking. Like, he doesn't look tall. He doesn't look imposing. He doesn't look broad shouldered. All of which was absolutely crucial to his presentation in the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, and he's and then you see him actually fight, and you go, oh no, okay, I completely understand. This man is like
no.
A literal force of nature.
I get, and I also get why they took that approach, is because Enkidu was fundamentally like the grounded nature influence, as you put it, that brought Gilgamesh back from his wild over civilized, for lack of a better term, excess that was making him a bad king. Like, I get it now that you've told me what who it is, but I wouldn't have been there. Like, there's no way I would have gotten there.
Alright. Well, okay. Man, this wheel always makes me think I'm going to be getting one person, I'm going to be getting somebody else, so I'm about to send you the next one. This one's a gentler one.
Okay. Spear.
And I will...
Chinese dress. Oh man, this is a Three Kingdoms cat, isn't he?
I will say nothing. So I've got to...
Yeah.
Speaking of Three Kingdoms cats, I have to select Shoyun for this fight. So here we go. Let's see how badly mauled I get by an endless stream of servants, because it makes it seem like this is a... Okay, so we're starting with these two. Okay. This seems like problems. Well, or it would be. Oh. Turns out Shoyun's just all that.
I've literally I've just been. It's annoying because like I've been playing a fair bit of what is it called? Frickin' Dynasty Warriors Origins recently, but so many motherfuckers primarily use spears. Like y'all getting lost in the shuffle here, man.
I'm having a right giggle about this one, everyone. I do like playing as Shoyun. He's got a lot of oomph behind his attacks. Really quick. I will not save you! Shot this has to have an advantage to their baby for Shoyun to get to the thing that but see, that's the thing, is I have just recreated the baby, thereby making me the winner. And the waxing moon ritual really was just like the biggest fucking shit in this film.
From what I understand, that's more or less that's more or less frickin' par for the course, though.
Keep in mind, I don't think this is the only fight. I think we're gonna get both of these. Like, I think there's gonna be more after these two.
Okay, like there's only the coat is basically doing it. There's only one guess I can come up with, and it's got to be Li Wen, right? You mentioned he had a younger form.
Yep, you nailed it.
Okay,
It is,
sweet.
in fact,
Yeah, that's Li Wen then. All right.
I'll
Yeah,
show
same
this-
coat, same shoes.
Yeah, I'll show this character.
Friggin'
here,
got
everybody.
it.
There you go,
All right,
everybody.
nailed it.
Yes,
Great.
Li Wen in the Lancer form appears in the Excellent series and also the CCC series. So I will just send you, since we're still going on, this one might take a while. I will send you the next one. Number 7. We're actually getting through this pretty quickly, so we may end up running out of servants. Oh yeah, look at that. We got rid of got rid of one, and another one turns up.
I'm certain that if you run out of these ones, you can just go to some whatever wiki somewhere and just like scrape something up.
I got these from the wiki for the for Fake Red Order, the fandom wiki, because it's all ripped from the game anyway, so it's like I don't feel too bad about that.
Yes, dog. Good boy. You're a good boy. Now Chip is acting all anxious about something. He has no reason to be anxious about anything. All right, so what do we got here?
This one's a bit of a deep cut.
Yeah, like obviously this is referencing Sengoku era Japanese warrior. That's obvious, but like there's relatively few other visual clues here. Her
Let me stand up. Let me stand up. Let me stand up. I want to play a video game. Okay, thank you.
Oh crap! Is that a clan insignia?
This is the worst combo I've ever seen of civil servants in my life.
Shoulders?
You keep putting a damn shield in my face. Stop it. I'm so mad. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever, man. I'm sitting over here. I'm
fighting for my life here.
Oh, okay. I think I've got something. Hang on.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I know that I'm. So, damn it. Because like it took me a minute. Now I'll admit I needed to Google the clan insignia, but she's got the Besho clan insignia on her shoulders, and I'm just trying to remember who the fuck did we talk about from the Besho clan that this person would be. Because like, damn it, that's got to be it. I can think of half a dozen people from the Besho clan, but
Ah! Oh my god, let me sit up. This fight is definitely intended to be done with Saber and Yuri. Someone needs to take aggro for me. Okay. Oh god, you nerd boy! How Archer always does this. God. Cool, I need more area of effects. We'll run out of rice balls at this rate. Please stop, I can't even stand up. You guys knock me over all the time. Come on, man. Thankfully this is not a skill show, this is a Coolguye guessing thing show.
Yeah. And me failing all the time. Yeah, that scans.
Yeah, so you're struggling on this one, which is you know, I'm kind of giggling to myself because this is definitely a memory trap I set up for you.
I see the Besho clan, and I'm just like okay, I know Besho Nagaharu, Besho Harusada, and Besho Yoshihika, something like that. They all fucking died at the siege of Miki.
So
so
it is not a Sengoku era character.
Not a Sengoku era character, but it's wearing the crest of the Besho. Okay.
A lot of those things have some pretty deep origins to them.
Yup. So that's gotta be further back then, because like that insignia stopped being used after the Sengoku era. So there's no way to go forward. We've got to go backward, which would imply that it's one of like Saber's skin or something.
Jolan seems to think it's James T. Kirk, which is very interesting.
That's not happening.
If fate turned James T. Kirk into a girl, would that be weird?
It would be entirely in keeping with what I know of the franchise.
Sashi has found my home address.
That is normal as far as I'm concerned.
Sashi wants to know where you live. She is aware. She has liked your post about buying her own udon. Oh God.
I just point her at the local ramen joint around here, and then lock the door after she went in. She is going to eat them out of house and home, and I will scurry away giggling.
So she's coming to your mail. She was just violently spinning in my direction the entire time, and it's like I was having a panic attack. Boy, get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna start describing this one because like the further back we go from the Sengoku era, the weaker I'm gonna be. All right, so again, like gonna do a basic form, then top to bottom, moderate like thinly built woman with very pale hair, pulled back into a ponytail that if it were hanging loose would go down to her mid back or pelvis. Blood red eyes and a red ribbon holding her ponytail together. I say if it were hanging loose because her ponytail is being swept by the wind. Background is a bunch of sakura trees. She has a relatively traditional kimono top, but only the top. Gathered together is a white kimono top, gathered together by a dark colored obi, and she has samurai armor on her sword arm and a bare shoulder on her left arm. She has red fingerless gloves on, with her katana also being red, pointing down off the screen. She also has a hipless dress that is navy blue. And her katana sheath is in her offhand, which is a dark navy blue with gold straps. That's basically everything.
So yeah, you have indeed guessed the correct server, but you haven't said her name, chat. But she was introduced as Inferno, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're all probably blanking on the name as well. It is Tomoe Gozen, Yoshinaka's wife.
Oh, you see?
Remember, she appears in the background. She appears in the background of a lot of his different, like flashback cutscenes that you see throughout the game.
I would have never gotten that. You could have given me 10 years. I would have gotten that.
I was giggling to myself the entire time because I was
I
have loaded this one.
That was basically the. Yeah, is Coolguye cheating? That was that one.
I will show everyone the character in a second here. It's just she was 7. Yeah, I just couldn't remember. I wasn't gonna.
Well,
I didn't want to reveal the next one.
I have a problem. I have a problem I need to go solve.
Okay. Well, while we wait for that,
I've killed this beer, and I'm gonna get another one.
Go get another beer. God, I thought I was still gonna Somada for a second there. Oh. I'll put his next character up because this one's a humdinger. He's either gonna get this one instantly or he's not gonna get this one at all. So, alright. So that was fun. I'm going through a lot of delicious rice snacks, but we're getting there. So fight various swordsmen. So this one's an interesting one. This particular one because this is like you fight a lot of like NPC swordsmen that you meet throughout the game. Would Ascension 3 be more or less confusing? For Tomoe, I don't know. Like she kind of shows up in like a lot of her different outfits. Or do you mean the character that I've set him up with? Because no, the character I've set him up with is essentially the same in all aspects. I'm gonna spin the wheel. I want to see who's gonna be beating up a bunch of swordsmen.
I am back with Original Sin Black Widow cider.
Well, you are.
Oh, there's a lot going on this one. What the fuck?
Yeah, like I said to everybody, you were either going to get it instantly or this is going to take a while. You don't have a while. We're fighting against regular swordsmen. This is going to take a while. And unfortunately for everybody who's now facing him, I rolled boss on the wheel.
Nice knowing you, idiots.
All right, Scarred Fighter, show me what you got. Wrong. Oh, and here comes Heinous Heizo.
Seriously, what the
And Killer Kyoshiro. They're all coming at me at once. And there's Rough for Yonosuke. I'm just Gates of Babyloning all of them.
It's all you ever need to fucking do.
Well, that's all I can really do, because he doesn't have a noble phantasm, so I'm just gonna do this. I cast Sword. I guess it's Rod the Caveman, creator of fire. Oh, and shit! Musashi has found me again! Wait, you didn't think there was gonna be a fight involving swordsmen, and Musashi wasn't gonna turn up, like...
I mean, you've rolled boss though, so, like, good luck, Musashi.
I like that these other guys have never had a chance to actually use any of their attacks because they've basically just been Gates of Babylon the entire time.
This is what boss does when he decides to use 1% of his power, like Shaggy.
Yeah, this is well, it's actually kind of funny that you mention that because with the Enkidu guess, I wasn't sure if you were going to get it or not because it was basically it was going to be reliant on you triggering a memory that only sent you a picture once. In the Discord, and I was like, oh, this is a few months away from when we're gonna do it. But it was Gil as Shaggy and Enkidu as Scooby, so he was Scooby Enkidu. And Scooby had green hair and was wearing the white outfit.
Okay, yeah, I believe that happened. I 1,000,000% believe that happened. I also believe that also makes perfect sense as to how I didn't remember it because like I would have laughed at that and then immediately forgotten it.
Yeah. It's a picture of a green chicken. like I said to everybody, you're either gonna instantly understand who this character is, or you're gonna just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like there is a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Like particularly with the background, like the backdrop to her is just. Like it's kind of worlds colliding in some of the visual language of Fate that I've become familiar with, because like there's a ton of clearly Eastern influences in here, and then she has like this halo starburst around her, which they were usually reserving for people closer to like Dorothea's orbit, because that's more of a Western Christian Halo thing. So like this is, I'm clearly getting thrown off by a number of things. There's also the fact that this woman has a frickin' tiger tail, apparently jutting from her clearly katana Japanese style sword, and you know like that is also colliding with like tigers are more of a literary storytelling device in Chinese and Indian myth, and they do not use curved swords like the same way that Japanese people do. So like it's very much worlds colliding here.
I'm just showing. I found it. I googled it up very quickly. I googled Scooby Enkidu, and so I've shown everybody so that they understand context. All right. So anybody got because like Coolguye started describing this character. Anybody got a bit of a guess?
Yeah, no. I'll go into
woman.
proper description of her because I am fucking stumped. So again, a slightly built woman with a absurdly large rack. Her breasts are clearly larger than her head, which is absolutely my breaking point. You know, let's just put that out there. Very pale skin, violet eyes, dark purple hair that is collected into a loose ponytail.
Yeah,
that
someone
goes
got
down,
it
down to her
instantly
ankles.
nailed. The minute
Yeah, all right.
The minute I think the delay popped in the minute you started talking about breasts or whatever. It's Minamoto no Raikau, Ushigoson's older version.
What the fuck? I guess I should have seen that.
Yeah, be careful of who you make fun in college, because Raita might draw them when they're older. And again, so Raita is the artist of the Valkyria Chronicles thing. If you remember, we did the Let's Play of that. He did all the character concepts and stuff. He's done a lot of really cool characters, like Kintoki, Shootin' Doji, and things like that. But essentially, as soon as you mentioned her breasts, everyone went, "Oh yes, it's her." She's kind of infamous like that.
Jesus. Okay. Well, you know, like, glad I honed in on the correct thing immediately. You know, that said, considering the Raiko presentation in Fate Samurai Remnant, I now see the similar notes, like the specific to like the chin slant, the specific coloration to her face, and the specific hair color. All of that scans. I would have never made that connection because, you know, she's flat as a board in Fate Samurai Remnant, not this fucking tit monster.
Yeah. And so yeah. But this character came like visually came first, so you know. There is Raita has a type that he likes to draw, and that is one of them.
What? Giant tits? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, giant tits, thin arms.
Look,
legs.
I'm a big fan of tits. Don't get it twisted. But you know, like anytime I see a woman with tits bigger than her head, I can't do anything but laugh.
All right, so now I'm gonna. I'm gonna
literally never happens.
I'm gonna hit you with another gimme. So here you go. Here's
all right.
Gimme.
Okay.
Kinda a gimme. It should be a gimme.
Yeah, you say gimme, but like I am terrified of fucking this up. Okay. Because like
we'll do Organo Warrior.
He's so generic. He could be interpreted as multiple people. That's the problem.
And Roadcaster again.
Oh, wait a second. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn it.
The brain decided to click into place.
I think so. But like, I need to rack my brain to remember who's the fucking Rogue Saber we were talking about. Fucking. Because like it's the way his hand is on his katana that gave me a monkey brain activation. But I'm like, dude, what was his damn name? This is the hat. Like, I'm not superb with names even while perfectly sober. So this was always the risk involved.
What's interesting is they actually do like list Raina as Minamoto no Raikau during this fight that I'm doing with her right now, even though she, I mean, which is technically correct, that's who she is. Oh, plus. So can get rid of her! Okay, I riposted his horse, that's good.
It's fucking... Damn it. Yeah. Fucking... Munenori! Munenori! That's Munenori's old form, right? You said he had an old form.
Yeah, that's the fake Grand Order version of You know Munenori. I will show everyone in a second. I will just
Yeah. Like it's a really generic style, but like he holds his katana in exactly the same way.
He's a very unexciting kind of looking guy, and then he pulls out the katana and like fucking eviscerates you. Yeah, he's like,
all right. Whoa. God, that was gonna eat me alive if I didn't remember that.
Yeah, like I said, that was a little bit of a gimmick. Now for like a weird one. I'm gonna hit you with a weird one.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go back in and keep fighting.
What in the absolute fuck? This looks like something Bret Hart would design with AI for one of his pen and paper games. I realize that that joke makes absolutely no sense to anybody but me and Robokai, but also I'm not wrong. Fuck? Okay.
Will anyone survive long enough for me to leave my noble phantasm? I think so. Yep, there we go. I was a bit worried I wasn't going to be able to turn Kishimonjin into a jet. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, that was over. So that was a total victory. Kishimonjin does kind of make it a little easy.
Man, this is like... I really enjoyed the visual design of this, even though I don't think I'm gonna have the slightest clue who the hell this is.
Oh, the game wants me to do Kishimonjin again? No. We'll do a different... I can't do Kishimonjin all the time, game. Come on, we've got like an entire cast of characters. I could have chosen to remove these characters as I did it, but I'm fine with like doing repeats, but
You might need to start removing them if it keeps giving you the same streak in a row.
yeah, it just gave me a Buki Doji again. It's like, come on, like we've got plenty of other characters we could be doing right now. Okay, I'm removing Kishimonjin from the wheel.
You already had
from the
boss.
wheel. Goodbye, Kishimonjin. You are not being used again until I get someone fucking else. Okay, Shoyun this time. Okay, Shoyun is being ignored. Come on. Don't make me like forcibly choose a character. No, we did Rogue Saber. This wheel sucks. This is the power of randomness. I'm gonna put Kishimonjin back on, by the way. I shouldn't have done that. Finally, okay. We'll be doing this next one.
It just finally points to Iori, and you're just like, oh, okay. I guess we're doing vanilla flavor now.
Well, thankfully it's actually Saber, so we're doing a different kind of vanilla. But yeah, let's go with Yamato Takeru, and let's go.
In my mind, Bloodwind is playing over every single one of these fights that you're doing.
We're fighting true boss. They're fighting the haters. They hate each other mostly.
Wait, boss and who if they hate each other?
Cool.
Oh, yeah, alright, that makes sense.
I'm getting my ass kicked, actually.
I mean, it's boss and Kukulane. Yeah, that scans.
Like, when we did the video and we said his name was Coolguye, I got something being like, oh, that was a terrible pronunciation of it. And it's like, I actually couldn't find anyone who knew how to pronounce his name. Because like, I found one video, and everyone in the video was like, in the comments like, you're doing it wrong. And so I went to a different one who pronounced it a different way, and everyone was like, wow, you're doing it wrong. And I went to a third one. And I'm just like, you people are insufferable. I don't think anybody on the internet actually knows how it's pronounced. Keep in mind.
There's a little issue here because Coolguye is a very old story in a very old version of Gaelic. Since Gaelic, continues to be used to this day, it's largely not like we don't exactly know how it was pronounced anymore. It's a little bit like how we know how that for example, people spoke Occitan in Western and Middle Europe during the medieval era. We even know how Occitan is written, how Occitan's grammar works. Nobody knows how Occitan is pronounced because that it was not preserved. Similarly, like Middle English, the closest you will get to proper pronunciation of Middle English is actually like the deep Appalachian valleys in West Virginia, because that is where a whole bunch of people went over, immigrated, and then did absolutely nothing. They basically became a minimally contacted tribe for like 300 fucking years. And I do mean that properly because they did that before the American War of Independence.
Good plan, Billy. If I could get away with it, I would become like an isolated tribe too. This me.
Look, I say minimally contacted because like anybody who is familiar with that region of America will agree. Like West Virginians, they'll trade with you. They'll smile at you. They'll treat you to a meal. You better fucking be gone by sundown. Doesn't fucking matter who you are, where you're from, what you look like. Be gone by sundown. They don't want you there. I'm gonna have to describe this cat. I'm at a loss. I will wait until you're done with whatever you're doing, because this one, huh?
If you want to describe that character, go for it.
All right, so looking at a small, petite male with that is slightly built, blood red eyes, long flowing black hair that is billowing out behind.
So I'm just gonna correct for a second. That is in fact a female character.
You're kidding. Okay, sure. Slightly built woman, like no discernible chest. Blood red eyes, long black hair that is billowing out behind her. That is a broad brimmed hat that only faces the front. So we're not talking a fedora. We're talking more like a military cap. There is a sunburst that has the 5 petals of that Musashi uses when she uses some of her techniques. Other clothing is a strongly built coat, or like not great coat, but like a similar top only overcoat with a blood red cape that is also billowing out behind her. Pants are similarly obsidian colored and poofing out with gold boots that also have a sunburst motif at the kneecap. There are multiple wheels. They've got it.
Yep, it is in fact Oda Nobunaga.
That's Oda Nobunaga?
That should be the giveaway.
Yeah.
That is the Archer version of
That's
Oda
an interpretation of the Oda sigil?
Okay. I just had only someone once. God, what do you...
Yeah, no, like the Oda like I can see the Oda sigil in it now that I know it's supposed to be the Oda sigil.
Yeah.
like the Oda sigil usually has a more explicit flower motif to it. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I nearly
Like-
said
like,
it can't be
this
topped
one-
at 1.2, and I was like, no, I have to make sure I don't give it away. Okay, I'm gonna, because the boss fight's still going. I'm gonna hit you with the next one. This one,
Alright.
This one you won't get.
Okay.
This one I put in here just in case you were going a little too well. And
What the
And I
fuck?
wanted to humble you a little. But it
Wait,
is a
wait,
character
wait,
we
okay.
talked about, believe it or not.
Okay. All right. Hang on. There is something in the way that hand is being held that is monkey brain. What the fuck is that making me think of? Wait a goddamn second.
It's because I gave
That's
the
not
game away.
Zhuge Liang, is it?
It is, in fact, Zhuge Liang, yeah. I can't keep humble, everybody.
Is that a fucking reference to your boy Kong Ming with the way he's holding his cigar there?
No, that's just how Lord El Melioi the second holds his thing. Because remember, I said Zhuge Liang was a pseudo servant.
Okay, maybe,
But yeah.
so, like that same hand thing shows up in your boy Kong Ming, in like the anime. So maybe it was biting off fate rather than the other way around. But that's what did it.
Well, they're
Like,
both pulling from the same
your boy
source or
Kong
something.
Ming has that shit.
So there you go. Yeah, like you gotta go with lizard brain, as Shanna said. You gotta.
Apparently, shit.
All right. Well, I put this one in as an apology afterwards. If you weren't able to get that one, so this one's gonna be like embarrassingly easy to get.
What the?
But also, if you got it too fast, I could be a real turd to tell you you're wrong because there's like 2 different names you can go for this server. I'm starting to worry a
blow
little bit.
myself out laughing for a few minutes.
That's alright, because Killer's still kicking my ass over here. Ku died like 10 years ago. It's just been saber and boss fighting. He needs to stop doing this to me.
Oh lord. Christ. It's like fucking. Hang on.
This really shouldn't be taking this long.
Yeah, no, because I feel like I'm overthinking this, or maybe I'm underthinking this because like the obvious fucking elephant motif makes me think of Ganesha.
Yeah, and that's exactly
And
correct.
Okay, like I'm just like, wait, it can't be that fucking easy, right?
I told you it was an apology
I'm-
for like hitting you with like Zhuge Liang. It's also like underneath Ganesha, that's like an outer statue form. It's a character from CCC. I don't even know how to pronounce it, Triple C or CCC. But they are inside of it. Janako Katagiri, I believe her name is. She's kind of like, she's also kind of a pseudo servant in the same way Zhuge Liang is. And yeah, that's but she spends a lot of time inside her own little neat castle, which is inside of the Ganesha statue.
Lord. All right.
And now I'm gonna ruin your day.
My head is full of fuck.
Yeah.
I'm slow. Whoa! There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on with that one. Let me tell you something, man. It is.
What the fuck? So, like for those of you at home, you can reasonably expect that when I start saying what the fuck and like breathing slow or whatever, I am turning my head a full 90 degrees to like get a new perspective on life with this shit. Wow. This is like the art style in this is so radically different. This is almost like Into the Spider-Verse a level of pure joy with art.
He is,
Like,
yeah,
I am
like that
digging
particular
it.
this particular servant is a great servant, visually and in a lot of other ways. Also, I did hit the level cap with all of my characters, by the way, if everyone was wondering. Saber and Iori are level 100; they cannot go any higher.
There's no way I'm getting this one, but I'm gonna at least think about it a little bit longer to see if either monkey or lizard brain activates.
All right, so yeah, looks like we're down to the last showdown of the list. So I'm gonna go back to the wheel and spin Kishimonjin again, probably.
Huh. That is some fucked up shit right
I'm
there.
gonna shuffle these guys.
Did we talk about any Spanish? I don't think we talked about any Spanish Inquisitors or anything.
No. That particular character you're looking at is relevant. Okay, cool. I shuffled everything a bit, and now I actually got like a different selection. So there we go. So we're gonna be doing this...
relevant to the Spanish Inquisition? I doubt it.
No. No, not at all. So I... And of course, I can't actually play as this character because they're one of the characters we fight in there. So we're spinning. You know what? Fuck it. We rolled Berserker.
Mirror match.
If I can't be Berserker, I'm going to be Rogue Berserker instead.
Oh, so you're just gonna go with Samson? Fuck yeah, man.
I'm gonna fucking suplex everybody in this shades of fire.
Good man.
That's the good shit right there.
Man, I was so glad that when they put Samson in.
That was. So I'm like still tilting my head backward and forward on this. No, yeah, Samson was a great ad. Like, it was so funny when I was hemming and hawing about who he was a little bit, and you got to play as him, and I saw his move names, and I was just like, oh, okay. Destroyer of temples, Slayer of lions. All right.
Jeanne, I'm gonna suplex the fuck out of you. I'm so tired of your shit. The goal is to suplex everybody in this party.
Man, there is so much going on here. See, I have a particular guess, but I know it's wrong because you use this particular character as a reaction emoji for yourself all the fucking time, and it doesn't look even remotely similar.
It's not over.
You knew exactly where I was going with that.
We actually never mentioned Oberon the entire Let's Play.
Did we not?
No, we mentioned Voyager is one of my favorite servants, but we did not mention Oberon. Oberon is basically one of my favorite fake Red Order characters. And just I regularly shitpost using the character in our Discord.
I mean, it's never inappropriate when you do so. Like,
we have a lot in common.
It always fits.
We have a lot in common, Oberon and I. We hate the British. Actually, that's not true. But anyway, he does. We like stories. We like remembering stories. We like the telling of stories. We don't think a story should ever vanish. Suplexing a saint. That's alright. This
honestly,
take
a number of them probably had that. Dude, there was the frickin' Catholic priest who suplexed for a living to support an orphanage. Man, I'm trying to remember that. I'm looking up his name. Frickin'. Hang on. Yeah, Fray Tormenta. I'm talking about Fray Tormenta.
Was Fray Tormenta his wrestling name? Because that's like
yes.
Because that is definitely
his real name
Sergio Gutierrez Benitez, a Mexican
that's
Catholic
good.
priest who supported and founded an orphanage for 23 years as a lucha libre wrestler. While performing, he wore a red and yellow mask and used the ring name Fray Tormenta, Friar Storm.
It's very good.
Suplexing dudes for a living to support an orphanage. One of his kids ended up recently, more recently, taking up the Fray Tormenta.
Son of Fray Tormenta, or is he calling himself Fray Tormenta Jr.?
No, he's still calling himself Fray Tormenta.
Okay, so it's gonna be a legacy
Like Fray
mask.
Tormenta simply lives on in one of the kids supported by the orphanage.
That's great. That's
Such
awesome.
it's like dude suplex for a living and supported an orphanage with it.
Wrestling is such a
Fucking
shitty,
amazing
murky
man.
business, but then there's stories like that, and you go, okay, it can stay.
What wrestling needs to do is go back to basically becoming a regional thing. Like before a lot of the WWE stuff.
They were like
it was
little
more of a
mafias, and they would like go around and beat the piss out of each other and shoot each other. So maybe a little more orderly than
but
they used
also
to be.
you didn't have worldwide conspiracies that involved Vince McMahon abusing an untold number of women. I'm just saying, these little shitty mafias were more controllable.
I'm trying to pick up and throw at Musashi. She's being a real butt about it. Damn it, Musashi, I'm suplexing you for this. I'm so tired of your shit. What Friar Storm would want.
It is what Friar Storm would want, along with maybe a body splash. I actually don't know how what his specialty was wrestling. I don't think any real like video records of it exist. Like he was born in '45. That was before a lot of the like large scale televising of professional wrestling. All right, I'm gonna start describing this cat. I got nothing.
Yep. The
All right,
description
so
begins.
we have
What's
a
gonna go on.
we have a skeletally built male. I realized that I continue to say slender, but seriously, this cat is skeletally built. Very pale complexion with blue eyes. Cerulean blue eyes, very blonde hair, ear length that is being swept by the wind. Has a collar that connects to a very elaborate shoulder and collarbone setup that is all done in solid metal gold, and in the center over his heart level is a overly large amulet with a huge red jewel. The gold exoskeleton continues down to the arms, where there are spikes on his forearms, and then down to his legs as well, which are gold and smooth. The golden exoskeleton also has a number of channels that go over his groin and form a codpiece. He then wears a black bodysuit underneath all of this. Weapons are a long golden spear that has a sunburst design, and the background is this incredibly vivid splash of hot pink and dark black. There is behind him also has a motif of a flower bloom. I believe that is a flower.
This one's gonna be tricky for a lot of people because the character does have a lot of details, so a lot of people are gonna be like, "Wait, who?"
Yeah, I am genuinely doing my best to describe a lot of this, but it is. I wasn't joking when I said it looks a lot like the art style of Into the Spider-Verse, where there's a lot of pure joy going on from the artist being able to break all semblance of rules with the natural order. Like it is everything is very symbolic here, and there is very little literal symbology going on, which makes it incredibly difficult to describe.
So I suppose the question now becomes, does anybody have any idea who this character is?
If anybody, like if the chat has any questions, I'm happy to respond to question prompts if you relate them.
But if you kind of get it, then that wouldn't be too surprising. This character is, like I said, a lot of details, and it can be a little hard to figure out.
That is, yeah. This cat is something else. This cat is truly something else.
Can you tell us the class? No. He has a spear, though.
So, yeah, as far as the class goes, Bro is definitely carrying a spear, but which implies Lancer, but also, like, a lot of riders, even in FSR, with my limited knowledge of these things, also use a spear. He does not have any mount in evidence. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Okay.
So yeah,
it does seem like everyone's a little unsure of themselves, which is fine. Because I'm more than happy to I'm more than happy to reveal it. Because I thought if I just showed you all, it'd be too easy, right? Some of these characters do have a lot of details to them, which I think is actually way more interesting. So it's like a lot harder for the Fate heads to guess it.
So, like I said, I'm pulling from. So there. Never mind. Do I have a minute to describe like why I'm going about the description pathway that I am, or like are you just wrapping up a fight and you're about?
No, I'm still in the middle of like a fucking servant fight. I've only fought I'm up to servant 3 of what's probably every servant in the fucking game.
Okay, so to be clear, the reason why I'm doing this, so I want to be clear before I say this. I do not generally like the Victorian style of writing. I consider it a time when many of the greatest writers on the planet collectively forgot that brevity is the soul of wit. However, they did have one thing that came of it is an incredibly interesting way to very precisely and minutely describe somebody's appearance and details. And they had a very specific way of doing it. You describe somebody's general form, then you describe slightly larger details, then you describe the minute details, and then if you were to describe their dress, you go from top to bottom. That is generally the pathway that Bram Stoker, the Bronte sisters, and all of the quote-unquote greats. I still claim that at the absolute least, Charlotte Bronte was a fucking hack. But you know, that was the style of the time, and it paints an incredibly interesting picture. So that's why I'm trying to describe it the way I'm describing it. And if there's anything that comes out as odd in my description, given that logic, feel free to post the questions in the chat, and I presume Robokai will relay the questions to me.
Although, you know, like I don't even remember what number this one was when I uploaded it. Let me see. So here's number 13, Lucky 13. Wow, I timed that pretty well. All right. So, because no one's been able to guess it, and I don't want to bug y'all down trying to guess this one weird fella. It is, in fact, Karna. And,
fucking who?
So, remember Arjuna, Rogue Archer, and remember I told you he had a rival who had a climactic battle to the death at the end of
Jesus Christ,
of the great Indian epic revolving around them. And you might say, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? They made him white. Actually, in all depictions, artistic depictions I've seen of Karna, Karna actually does have pale white skin. So they
No.
accurate in that regard, yeah.
No. I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how the fuck do you expect me to remember something that you introduced me to on screen like that? I haven't read that epic.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the depiction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's wearing his armor that he often breaks off pieces of and gives to people because he can't help himself. He's always very generous.
I swear to God.
Look, man, we talked.
All right, give me another. I'm gonna grab one more beer.
Yeah. Okay. Like this is gonna be pretty funny considering something that just happened in the chat. So I'm gonna hit you with that one, and I'm gonna do this fight with Rogue Lancer because I span him up. Yeah, so, like, which is kind of funny, actually, because Kana has, like, we take for granted Kana, because he appears in a lot of, like, Fate stuff. He's been in, like, I think he's in the CCC, he's in Extella, he's also in, God, I always forget his name, Apocrypha. He's in Apocrypha as well. And of course he's in Fate Grand.
Is this motherfucker Blackbeard?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone in chat before
I literally just sat down again. I see some shirtless pirate motherfucker with a map in the back and this doofy looking face. I'm just like, is this motherfucker black?
Yes, Blackbeard, who someone described in the threads as having the personality of a 4chaner. So I'm gonna give you number 15 now, and I'm gonna keep going with this fight.
All right, so now I've got Rick. It's a Swedish hard cider, and I'm gonna pronounce this completely wrong. Rekorderlig. Oh shoot! Another pirate, clearly female this time, but you know, considering. Yeah, and the thing is, if they were less apt to gender bend, I just go, oh, this is clearly Anne Bonny, right?
It's worth noting Anne Bonny and her cohort are a 2-in-1 package for servant. As a servant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was like her lover, whose name I'm forgetting. By the way, they were totally fucking banging. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Anne Bonny and yeah, no, absolutely. But you know, still though. Oh man, who was her partner? Who was her partner? Mary Reed. That's right. Mary Reed was her partner. But yeah, no, if there are two, so this isn't them. Let me see. Other hints are here. Not the class of ship. There's not enough to tell anything by the rigging. The only thing we know is that she's got a. Yeah, no, that isn't even correct. Like the background here is of the ship's wheel, and it's clearly going up to the bow, which would imply that this is a trimasted, and I have a mast in front of the bow like this, which would imply this is a trimasted ship, but the mast is way too thick. Like there was no class of ship that had a mast this thick. Oh, whoa! This is really tasty cider. Ooh, might even be a little bit too sweet for me. Okay, no brace of pistols.
Keep us to Rogue Berserker again. I'm spinning the wheel, everybody. Just so you know, I'm quiet. I'm like trying to get like one we haven't done before. Okay, this is one we haven't done.
So the primary distinguishing mark that I'm seeing on this person is the scar that goes over their face, and I'm trying to remember here. Jack Rackham didn't have a scar like that, and fucking
Kid didn't have anything like that. Let me see here. Because that basically looks like a near miss from specifically a cutlass. That wouldn't have been a rapier. That wouldn't have been what was referred to as a longsword back in the time, which was really a modified cavalry saber. That is a really ragged scar that would have come from a cutlass. So, who would you be? Definitely also from like using the same who's his face's preferred way of drawing, in that she has tits bigger than her fucking head.
Well, she's not a writer character.
Seriously.
I don't think writers drawn any pirates.
And then somebody stealing from Ryda's notes then. Those tits are ridiculously large.
How dare you? How dare you speak openly of a pirate woman's cannons like that?
Look, like all I expect of an active woman like that is that she works out enough that's probably not gonna happen. Pink hair too. No, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So, all right.
Chad wants to know if it's head size or bigger. It's very important.
Larger. Like larger than head size.
I don't know what's going on over here, to be honest, everybody. I'm just pressing the button and nothing's happening. I think it interrupted my thing, so...
Really. Seriously? I'm sitting here like double checking over a list of pirates from the golden age of piracy, seeing if that rings any bells for me, because this has got to be golden age of piracy.
I'm leaning back in my chair and I'm just cackling.
It's not. Yeah.
This is gonna carry us through quite a few fights. I'm not letting this man easy off this one. Oh, it looks like we're gonna get to do a fight as Iori.
Finally. Nichols, no.
It's not actually going to let me choose to be Iori for this one for whatever. Oh, no. It's only going to let me be a servant. It doesn't let me be Iori. Interesting. Oh, it's because you fight Iori. Oh, you fight Iori and Berserker together, which is kind of weird because they never actually did that. So he calls these one reminiscences, but not all of these fights are actually like things that happened in this thing. So I've spun again, and it looks like we're getting Samson again. I'm gonna stop like trying to roll through it because
at this point you're just doing normalized.
Well, in the end, we've only got 3 characters. We have like 4 characters we haven't used yet. We haven't used Jeanne d'Arc, we haven't used Koga, we haven't used Ryder, and we haven't used Li Shuen. So you know, I'm gonna fucking use Li Shuen. I'm just gonna use all the characters.
He is so good to watch in motion. Like it was genuinely some of my favorite fights of the Let's Play when you were fighting Li Shuen, because his movements were so fucking explosive. Like it was just maybe it's just me, because like as a fencer, that was what we trained for. Is that sort of explosive motion of like just seriously blinking, you'll miss it sort of stuff. But just the way he could look like he was just sort of lazily moving along. And then he was hitting you with the D&D quivering palm. It was just poetry in fucking motion.
Yeah, because that's kind of stuck in that animation there. Because Iori isn't Musashi's master, you don't get the same effect as you would if you defeat Iori, he just fades out.
Alright, so, this couldn't actually be Calico Jack, right? This isn't Calico Jack.
Nope, not Calico Jack.
Like,
Calico Jack is yet to appear as a character in the Fate franchise, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Because, like, Calico Jack's end was brutal enough to get that scar. He got boarded by enemy Marines and was yanked in. So like that made like that scar would make sense there, but not Calico Jack. I figured you would have been a little bit more cagey when I went to Anne Bonny and Mary Reed if it was Calico. Who the fuck else? Maybe Black Bart? Is that Black Bart? Let me think here. The blood red captain's coat is kind of what's throwing me off there, because that could be a Black Bart thing, because Black Bart was a particularly bloody pirate, which is how he got his name, his reputation. But I can't remember his end. Like I think he basically just got his ship blown out from under him, and he went down with it rather than getting boarded and hauled in, which wouldn't have given him that scar. That's not Black. Yeah, I'll just make the guess. Is this Black Bart?
No.
Okay. All right. Like I clearly don't have any immediate aha moments. So might as well make the guess. So look, I'm still basically looking over this list of Golden Age pirates. Can't be Kid. There's no way that can be Kid. P.S. Kid was not a pirate. Kid was a victim of what was basically the Age of Sail Silicon Valley startup scene. I will stand for this motherfucker. He deserved better than he got. Yes, he screwed up. Yes, he failed. Yes, he made a million fucking mistakes. But at the end of the day, he hanged to he swung from the gallows to cover up the incredible investor malfeasance from a bunch of English lords up to the king himself. He fucking deserved better than that. but you know, also like he was arrested more or less peaceably and died at the gallows, so like he wouldn't have a scar like that. Like I'm convinced that would not be part of the visual.
It's kind of funny actually, because there is a Captain Kidd manga out there, and he does have a scar like that, but it's not him.
Are you? Why does he have a scar like that? I guess because he was mutinied against. I guess that.
I think it's just like part of his anime backstory. It's not very historically accurate. The manga I read.
All right. Hang on. How did Black Sam go down? That's not Black Sam, is it? Like Samuel Bellamy.
So there is no big shiny hook. The ethnicity of this person, they are white. White woman, which unfortunately is not a very good descriptor in Fate, because that's like 90%.
Yeah, I'll describe it for chat, because clearly I'm floundering. All right. So moderately built, like actually has some structure to her. Pale-skinned woman, as I said, tits just absurdly large, like larger than her head. Reasonably broad face, blue eyes with a scar going from above her left eye down to her right cheek. Hot pink hair that goes down to her mid back, but flares up at the bottom. Clothing is
we've got somebody. They've predicted it correctly. It is in fact that was number 15, wasn't it? That was number 15. Yeah. Francis Drake.
Francis Drake?
That's Francis Drake.
Motherfucker. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Francis Drake.
That I don't know where the scar came from because Drake was never wounded like that.
I think they just wanted to have a cool scar on the character.
Yeah. All right. Like I was hung up on that. Okay, sure. Why not?
Yeah. All right. Now I will. I now lead
Okay,
to character number 16 out of 20. We are very quickly running out of characters. Yeah, I knew you'd love this one.
Oh Lord! If this is an interpretation of Gil is gonna kill a motherfucker.
No, it's not a kill. It's not a kill.
Okay, thank God. Like, there's a number of visual similarities to Gil. Oh, gracious. Okay. Wait a second. That's not Nebuchadnezzar, is it?
Nope.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, we had that conversation. We had that. Okay. Visual similarity still. So what about Ozymandias? Is that Ozymandias?
Nope, Ozymandias is something like that.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Well, that's like. Okay. I'm gonna think about this in another moment or two, but I'll start describing him fairly soon.
It's alright. Yeah, so yeah, they started to get a little sillier as time goes on. You see.
Oh Lord. Okay. Man, like I don't know how much I should be identifying with this, or with like the visual similarities to Gilgamesh. Ugh.
Yeah, there's no relation between the two characters.
Okay, all
Except
right.
blonde.
Yeah, I mean, and also the body type, and also the pose, and because the incredibly cocky pose. And also the like actual.
Everyone's already figured out who it is based on what you just said.
Like the fucking starbursts of this guy, like shining like a golden god. Reminds me of the entire that entire thing with Vegeta talking about himself in DBZ abridged. Green coloration around his waist armor is interesting, though. I have noticed that that Fate doesn't tend to use the color green that often unless it's significant. That said, I'm starting to get too drunk to make too many guesses on this.
Don't make too many guesses straight away, everybody. Let Coolguye have his moment.
Honestly, I'm just happy that I'm teasing chat. Like, I can't see what the hell you idiots are saying.
Well, it's only one guess so far, but it is correct. But I'm gonna let you. You can't read chat, so it's okay.
Yeah, no, I got nothing on chat.
Yeah, no, they're 100% correct.
Okay. Let's chill a second. Let's look from top to bottom. So we got.
It's in the corner being poisoned.
Should I? This feels like a futile question to ask you. Should I be reading into the fact that this man is following? You remember what my definition of a shirt is, right? from Final Fantasy XIV. Yes. Okay. For those in chat who aren't familiar with the stupid ass meme that I have, my character in Final Fantasy XIV refuses to wear anything that is deemed a shirt. With the rallying cry, "No shirt, no limits." And a shirt is deemed as something that covers both your midsection, so your like from your ribs down to your pelvis, or your midline, basically your breastbone down over your belly button. Should I be reading into the fact that this man has a midsection hole that makes his garment not a shirt?
No.
Is that an important hint to his ethnicity or time period?
I don't really know much about that time period stress, but that's definitely not. I don't think.
Okay. All right.
Some rice.
All right. Maybe we can find. Oh, wait a minute. This MFer is on the water. Hold on.
Yeah, he's getting it.
All right.
He's unlocking the power.
MFer is on the sea. So that combines with. That actually does combine with the exposed biceps, the exposed midriff. This cat is Greek and a sailor, and really wrapped up in this. Okay, I've got two.
An arrogant Greek hero? No,
guesses.
that narrows everything down.
I've got two guesses, and the first one doesn't count. First guess is Odysseus.
Incorrect.
Jason.
Yes, it's Jason.
Yeah, nailed it.
I will put the picture up for Jason. He was 16, wasn't he? He was number 16. Yeah, he was number 16. Yeah, Jason in his glorious bodysuit codpiece outfit, shimmering away.
Yeah, dude.
Jason and his complete deplorable shenanigans. All right.
Not wearing a shirt.
Yep. So
Eat
now
well. Kill fast. No shirt. No limits.
No desire to do any work. No patience. No. His one saving grace is he will never allow anyone to shit talk Hercules.
Honestly, like I thought it was Jason more than Odysseus, but Odysseus is a more famous story, so I had to leave.
You know what? I'm going to show you a picture of what because I actually have a picture of Odysseus here that I've been saving for a rainy day, and I will show chat in as well. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to fit him in or not, so I'm going to actually include a section because we talked about a line he says in one of the things where he's Space Odysseus, because in the servant verse, and I will also put up this image so everybody. Hold on a second. Let me just like add this to OBS because I gotta like manually do all this shit. It'll be in that folder. We're definitely gonna run out of servants to guess. I thought we would like take a little bit longer, but I just put this up. So in the Let's Play, I talked about how he has a scenario
that makes me happy.
Where he asks Kurt, like, the master has a dream where he goes back into space and meets Space Odysseus, and they get attacked by Gurke, the Black Kikion, because Gurke is already in it as Dr. Kikion.
Dr. Kiki.
So, but that's like Odysseus just goes straight up to Gurke and goes, "Hey, did you have a sister named Gurke?" And fucking Gurke is just like, "I fucking hate you so much. What the fuck is wrong? What, Gurke?" And then like just like starts a fight with him.
Outstanding.
He gets very upset.
All right, so this next chick here is there's less to go on here. Like unless I'm.
There's one thing in there that should make it very easy to figure out, but I won't say what.
There's a number of things that I could potentially latch onto as a clue, and I don't know which one.
I'll go through them all.
Hell's breath. All right, well, I've been drinking a fair bit of beer, so I'm going to use the restroom, and I'm going to think about it. I'm going to be right back.
Yeah, I thought about putting Odysseus in, but Odysseus is a very difficult character to tell who he is if you've never if you don't know Fate, because he is wearing as you all saw, he's wearing like a common rider style suit. Oh, I looked more showdowns. The demonic frenzy. Fight the masterless heroic spirits. Who am I allowed to be in this? Oh, it's all the rogues. Cool. All the rogues. But we haven't been Shouyu yet, so let's be Shouyu. This is kind of cool. It's a mistake. I shouldn't have fought them. This is a mistake. Archer versus Archer. He's tracking me. He's found my house. He's tracking me. Arjuna would like to know your address. Yeah, and like you only really see the Trojan horse in like his noble phantasm too, so it's not that reliable to see it.
All right. So I'm back.
You're saying like Odysseus would have been like I ultimately left Odysseus out because he would have been too hard to predict.
Yeah, like particularly with like I don't know. This is potentially a quirk in the way that the Iliad and the Odyssey were taught to me, but you know, like all of my teachers basically usually reference like Odysseus's beard and all of like there's a big beard motif that goes along through the Odyssey.
Yeah, everyone's got beards, and yet
and like the entire point behind Penelope not remarrying is because she's holding off her suitors until her son has a beard. So, but you know, like being real, like beards don't feature that often in Japanese originated art. So it's real easy to just leave off Odysseus's beard, and at that point he becomes very different to me. Like the way I was taught, Odysseus and his beard are part and parcel. Like the man has a beard by the time he's doing the Odyssey.
Anyway, so this particular character is female though, so you know, no beard here. Pipes though. There's a few things here that are. They're distinctive enough that I feel like they should stir my memory, but nothing is doing so. Is doing so right off. Like particularly that weapon. Like seriously. That should be it, right? Like that's gotta be it. But damn. Oh my goddamn lord! I just looked at this can, and there are so many sugars in this. No wonder it's too sweet for me.
Maybe sugar.
Never having another one of. I'm gonna be giving away the other cans of this cider. Holy mother of God! All yours, brother. Like seriously, I just looked at this like Swedish hard cider. And one of the lovely things for diabetics like me that has changed in the last like 10 years or so is that now on the nutrition facts thing, companies have to specifically say total sugars including added sugars, because the added sugars are generally speaking the simplest sugars that will fuck you up, that will fuck me up most. And this particular can of Swedish hard cider has 27 grams of carbohydrates, which is a lot, and 25 added sugars. So fuck that. Like I'm gonna finish this can because it's a disgrace not to finish what you start. But then I am never opening another can of this again. Holy shit. Ugh.
I do feel a little bad for Berserk. I kind of vacuum sucked him into that attack.
Whew. Okay. I am still drawing a fucking blank on who this might be. I'm gonna start describing. So we have a by Fate standards, moderately built female who's does not have absurdly sized tits, but is doing a boobs and butt pose that bespeaks a horrific flexi spine, or you know, some sort of spinal rupture. Dark purple hair, blood red eyes, ninja mask, so I cannot comment on her nose or mouth. Hair goes down to her mid-thigh, and a fully black bodysuit with that covers her from neck to foot. The distinctive weapon that I was referring to earlier is a staff with a spear on the end. Well, no, a staff with a sword on the end that has a distinctively wavy motion. The bodysuit is also studded with a number of securing straps that bespeaks a sort of skin-tight ninja aesthetic. The background is also worth mentioning in that it is a swirling void with a notable lightning strike. The upper left is violet, and it goes down to a dark red in the lower left. Sorry, other way around. Light violet in the upper left, dark red in the lower right. You get any of that, dude? Like, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm listening to you talking. Did you guess who it was?
No, I was describing it. I've given up, man.
Oh, okay. well, anyway, yeah, they guessed it correctly. It's Skahak.
Kukulane's mentor?
Yeah, look what she's holding in her hand, man. She's got a
All
log in
right,
her hand.
sure. I guess like that. That does not look like the gay bulb to me.
I know,
don't
but
know
it's
what to tell you.
got the thorny motif on it, so it's just like yeah.
Yeah, like that does not look like the gay bulb to me. I wouldn't have gotten that ever.
All right, well let me get back to my. Press the button. We'll set you a picture of Char eating a burger again. All right, well here's one that I'm sure we'll get a similar response out of you that Jason got.
What the fuck? All right, so my immediate response is, can I see his heel? Is his heel not? Is that Achilles?
That is not Achilles.
Okay.
Achilles looked like that, man. Holy shit!
Look, like I see this like gray flesh or whatever, and it goes to like you know how stony his flesh was supposed to be, but you know, like I can't see the back of his heel.
Achilles looks very like shonen. So no, this fella is not Achilles.
All right.
I'm reading more of that guess though, because it's just basically like that's probably what most people think Achilles should look like. Yeah, like, and because you said grey flesh, most people already know exactly what you're talking about. There are actually not too many people with grey flesh that make everybody go, "Who the fuck is this?" in Fate. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I don't know. Thanks. So I'm like, who the fuck is this? The fucking grin of this motherfucker's too. What the hell is that?
That's a powerful one.
I mean, gotta be the background is like clearly the Colosseum or the Colosseum adjacent. So, I'm in the correct ballpark, I think. But you know, if it's not Achilles, ugh. Is that Spartacus? Hold on, is that Spartacus?
That's Spartacus.
All right, I got there.
And he was 18, so I gotta bring up number 18, so everybody else can see Spartacus. See, it's kind of funny because when you guess the clues, Spartacus is from the debuted in exactly the same anime as Achilles did, which was Apocrypha. So it was kind of funny that you said that, and I had to stop myself from actually saying, "Oh no, he's from the same production though." Apocrypha was, of course,
not that I would have known what in the hell you were talking about.
Apocrypha was going to be like a mobile game, and apparently there was like a big sort of issue between. Well, this is what it's claimed anyway, between the people who were developing the game and the people who were sort of like paying for it, where they both wanted to make something and they were not able to agree to what it was, so they went, okay, well, we're just gonna pull the project out. We're not gonna waste all the work that everyone's done. We're gonna get all these characters and we're going to chuck them into an anime. I don't believe Spartacus was one of those original concepts, because they were actually going to have Kintoki as a berserker in that. Spartacus is a berserker. He's kind of great.
Is he a grunting berserker?
Oh no, he's a trying having.
He's a lucid berserker.
He's trying to have a conversation with him. He's a Kishimonjin style berserker, wherein he is speaking words about tyranny and about like being freed from tyranny and about rebellion, and you have to figure out what the fuck he's talking about, because that's all he ever talks about. But he is actually speaking about what you're talking about, but he only passes things in relation to rebellion and tyranny. That's the only two settings he understands.
In his frame of reference. Got it. That's a good way of handling it. I like that.
All right.
I like that.
Who haven't we done yet? I think we've got Ryder next to doing this one, so I should send you. He's not. Yeah, he has like a full-on like big gimpy kind of suit, but I'm doing everyone's first ascensions because it's just easier that way. All right. he's pretty much this is my favorite. This is my favorite of the whole set. So I'm putting it in there. Number 19.
Okay.
Number 19, my favorite of the whole set.
Whoa! That's a cool.
That's another Raita special,
all right.
proving Tsukanochin.
That's super cool looking. I love this art.
Yeah,
Is that Holmes? Is that Sherlock Holmes?
No, that's not Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Raita did not Sherlock Holmes.
Okay. I love this
definitely
art though.
show
This is super cool looking. Though, is that John D?
John D. No.
All right. Like yeah, as in like the spy master for the Queen, around like that we talked about a lot during Neo, and was alive same time as fucking Drake. It's not D, huh? All right.
It's not D. Or D's nuts.
Yeah, this art is super cool. Like, I might not get who it is, but this is attractive. I like this. All right, so that's interesting, because like clearly British influence. Even the backdrop has multiple clock towers and so forth in it. Despite the fact that there's also Greek and Ionic columns in wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Okay. I think I've got it. Hang on. I'm forgetting the guy's name. I'm looking up on it. Damn it. I've got this. I know, like it's fucking Guy Fawkes. Is that Guy Fawkes?
Nope.
Oh, that's a pity. Because like everything's on fire behind me. I'm just like, oh yeah, blowing up Parliament, gunpowder plot, blah blah blah. Oh man, he's super cool looking though.
Yeah, one of my favorite designs in fake.
That is like, you've got good taste, man. This is a super cool design.
Yeah,
I'm not certain I'm gonna get it if I haven't already.
When people talk about Raita's art and they're all like, you know, when they talk about his ability to draw, they forget that he still did like the character design for most of the other characters in the Valkyria Chronicles. It was just like only with a certain number of characters he went full like, this is my time. He can draw normal people very capably. He just chooses not to.
And you know what? Fair enough. Well, it reminds me of like one of the most prolific Darkest Dungeon mod makers that like I forget the cat's name, but you know they made like
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Genuinely like 9 or 10 different class mods. They're all very well flavored, very like pretty well balanced.
And they made one who just had big
all
knockers.
Women with titanic tits. Like forget larger than your head. Yeah, like half the mass of your body. Absolutely titanic tits. And like when people are just like, dude, could you not? He's like, no, I like huge tits. Yes, I do have to make gigantic tits.
Also, I never really talked about it, but Flare as a spell is actually very broken in this game. Like, it never really occurred to me. You can basically just like, you know, like you're limited by the amount of gems you've got, and it does have a high gem cost. But can you make less of something?
Alright, I'm gonna start describing this one because if I haven't gotten it so far, I think I'm clearly off base. All right, so we're looking at a moderately built, older man, pale skin, pale hair, short hair, with a mustache and no beard. Color of the eyes are hazel.
Yep, it has been guessed.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, it's Moriarty.
Because of the web motif, of course.
Yep, it is. It is
Yep,
Moriarty
okay.
Archer. He is actually in this particular incarnation. Because he's sort of a tenuous concept for what he is. He is bound into into himself a phantom, a story of the guy that has that gun, the shooter. I can't remember its name. It's like, but it's basically like the final bullet will always kill someone he loves when the gun is fired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's from that story, and so it's all part of like a massive plot he has to like, defeat the last master of humanity and sorts of things like that. It's actually kind of a really cool plot. From the Shinjuku, Shinjuku singularity from Epic of Remnant.
I was struggling with the web motif versus the burning London motif in the background.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like now that you've that, I totally see it now that you've said it.
And number 20, the last of the ones I picked out, is this one.
Who in the fuck? Okay, this is a tone change.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. I think I've played as everybody now, so I'm just gonna spin the wheel. I've played as everyone. If I've missed somebody, let me know. So, it looks like we're doing this one as Rogue Saber. We're fighting against Hyaku as Yoshinaka. Don't actually remember this man's movesets.
It's like gender. It's like flash forward Zelda. Like Zelda actually is the lead character in a Zelda game. Only it's flashed forward like another couple hundred years. The fuck even. Hold on. No. You won't pull that bullshit. I'm not going to insult you by guessing that.
You may regret that decision. I don't actually know what you mean. You may regret that decision. For thinking I have a limit to the bullshit I would pull on you as
Yeah, but also
I've still got him up. Sorry everybody, I've got still got Moriarty up on screen. But I like the design so much. You guys should just watch the rest of the stream as Moriarty.
That is a really cool design. Like that is absolutely my favorite design.
You should see his gun. It's actually a coffin. With the barrel comes out of the bottom of the coffin, and out of the sides of it come missiles. And he complains because he's so old. He's like, this is fucking my backup.
It's like this last one. What the fuck? All right, I'm gonna grind on this one until you finish your current fight, and then when you finish up your current fight, call time on me. All right? So I have one or two ideas. I want to look up a fact or two in order to double check, but I don't think this is right.
So that's all the Yagi Sword Chronicle ones. This is kind of an interesting fight though. Because you play as Iori and you basically go through a lot of different duels. I might finish off this. Well, I've done all the other ones too. I mean, I can show these ones off. I'm just gonna check something here, everybody. I just want to examine something here for a moment. So the only two achievements I don't
Gracious, excuse me.
have now is I don't have all the entries in the logbook, and I don't. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I basically have to go through at some point, well, by myself to 100% this game. That's fine. Because it does seem like I'm missing a little bit, but I can work on that. So let's go with. Well, we might as well show this off. And then we can go in and just do the Bylong and Crimson Demon showdowns. Because they're kind of fun. So let's do the Yagyu Sword Chronicles, and we'll do it just as Iori. For those who live by the sword on the battlefield, life ends in a flash of the blade. Who will be the victor? So let's go.
The fuck is up with the design on that hat? Like, because it's vaguely repeated on the sweater, and I'm just I don't know how much weight to put into that. Oh, all right. The scarf also feels like something I should be focusing on, but also like what is like I can't determine what the hell that is trying to tell me. The design of the sword is also like this feels like a modern implementation of Arturia Pendragon. Like I'm not. It's not that, right? Like that you wouldn't start and close on the same fucking character.
No, it's not
would you?
Saber. It's not Saber.
Okay, like that's what I was just like. I feel bad guessing that because like there's Saber face going on. There's other stuff going on here, but also like that's so bullshit.
I imagine chat has already caught on to my bullshittery. Again, this is someone we spoke about in the Let's Play.
We spoke about dozens of people in the Let's Play over the course of a year, man.
Yeah, well,
like it's just like, oh, you should totally remember this, man.
I never said that. I'm just saying this is indeed someone like I haven't hoodwinked you.
I believe you. I'm just saying that it's not something that doesn't narrow it down very much. I am literally that one villain from Teen Titans marching into the room going, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? That is me right now.
I think it was actually Batman of the Future, or whatever they called it in America.
Is that what it is? I don't know.
When basically he's like, you killed my father, he's like, you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Look, somebody's just like you talked about this topic in one of our conversations in the last year. I'm just like, do you have any idea how effortlessly I switch from topic to topic, linking everything, like going on massive tangents about seemingly completely unrelated things until you give me 60 seconds to explain my bullshit, and then I always come back with it. It always makes sense. But I absolutely am capable of linking Moriarty, for example, to let's just say the modern implementation, fucking Umineko. I absolutely could link Moriarty to Umineko. No problem. No fucking problem. And then it's just like, oh, but you talk about Umineko, so clearly you remember this incredibly obscure note in the 1.3 million words that Ryukishi wrote on that fucking topic. No, I don't. Not an immediate recall, anyway.
I just want to do one move, game, please. Just let me do this move. I want to do Fearless Foray, game. Nope, can't do it, not allowed to do it. Man, these guys are fucking wombo comboing me. Stop it. That's all I wanted to do, game. I just wanted to do that to look cool, and you wouldn't let me. I'm having the worst day of my life. God, that fucking stroke from Yagyu. I say Yagyu, they're both Yagyu. Anyway,
All Yagyu all the time, baby.
I'm glad I'm not doing this as a skill demonstration. And it's just like...
I'm gonna get me some Yagyu beef. Minute here of like after this last one is resolved, I'm gonna open up chat and see how much it'll let me back scroll.
Well, no one's guessed it. No one's tried to guess it yet. Everyone's
Yeah, because I haven't really gone about describing it. I still don't have any fucking clue, so I guess I'm just gonna throw it in. All right, so we're dealing with. Sorry.
Oh no, I thought it was over, and then Musashi has found my house again. She brought
Good.
Saber. My cupboard! Oh, my food! I was saving that. Sorry, continue.
So we're dealing with a petite woman, pale skin, blue eyes, blonde hair that is in, for lack of a better term, pigtails going down to her mid-neck to shoulders. She is wearing a baseball cap with a particular design on it that has been basically 4 lines pointing into a center with two C's overlapping one another near the brim of the hat. That goes down into a long flowing scarf that wraps around her neck and goes down to her mid thighs, and then she has a sports jacket, like a modern style sports jacket with a similar style that is they've guessed. All right.
Mysterious Heroine X.
What the fuck?
She's the Servantverse
What the hell
character.
are you talking about, Mysterious Heroine X?
Mysterious Heroine X. She's the Servantverse character. I tell you, who has like a type advantage against saber faces. She's an assassin.
Oh, I swear to God, this is mean.
It was me, yeah.
She's a mean one.
Yeah, that was me. But we did talk about it.
We did talk about it. I remember us talking about it. There's no
She is
fucking
also
way I would have
also
internalized
Artoria,
it.
but she's not Saber.
Of course not. I swear to. All right, I'm loading up the stream now. I'm gonna.
Yeah, she's
Look over
Artoria
at chat.
she's Artoria from the she's Artoria from the Servant universe.
You know, so technically, I did guess your bullshit. I just didn't get the specifics of your bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you were hopeful I wasn't be-scrumpling you, but I was 100% be-scrumpling you.
I swear to Christ, this fucking guy and his music. But that's not pigtail. I don't know what the hell you want me to call that, man. Like I'm looking at chat now. Going up. You've got a shark named Beatrice, partially because of Umineko. Well, you definitely named the correct species for Beatrice. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, and also that was Batman Beyond. All right.
It was called Batman of the Future in like Australia for some reason. Maybe some other.
I mean, yeah, that Batman Beyond was what it was called. In the United States. I remember one of my favorite. Right? It's kind of an awesome name. Like one of my favorite points was at one point the guy playing Batman, whose name I forget right now, but like he was supposed to be doing his social studies homework while he was patrolling in the Batmobile, and they were reciting U.S. presidents. And they got up to Bill Clinton, and then he just suddenly goes, I forget. because Bill Clinton was president.
Yeah.
Making that cartoon.
Yeah, there is also mysterious heroine X Alta, which some people might have been thinking was possible. Oh my god, it's so dumb stuff.
The boring one was the phrase. I think. Now,
Why did I get that one wrong?
I remember that particular scene. His spotter, who like a woman whose name I also forget, tries to prompt him with Clinton was the fun one, because this was after he got his dick sucked in the Oval Office by Monica Lewinsky.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, you're looking pretty rough there, buddy.
This is a very hard fight, and how to anybody who's actually done this without having to basically eat all of the rice like I've been doing. But I'm showing this off. I'm not actually trying to be good at it. Otherwise, I might have actually practiced. 2-on-1 fights are honestly kind of tilting in this game. And I'm 100% out of gems now, so
dude, the aggression of both of these servants is off the fucking chart. Holy moly!
Well, it's designed to be a challenge, so I can't hate too much. But I'm just getting all of my timing down wrong for dodges.
I don't know how you would get it right. The aggression being off the chart means you can't just look at one target, right? You look at Musashi and Saber attacks. You look at Musashi and you look at Saber and Musashi attacks.
Okay, there we go.
Holy moly!
Yeah, that one is intended to be a tricky one. So yeah, you did alright. You got a lot of ones I didn't think you'd get, and got missed a few that I thought you would. So, that's a pretty good balance. That's a balanced dinner.
I'm still genuinely I'm still happy that I got to see Moriarty's design there, because that is a fucking great design.
Yeah, no, I can show you some more after stream of some of the other characters. Like Shutendoji's a really good one. Shutendoji's actually sort of styled after her voice actor, who is a very tiny woman. Albeit way less clothes. And also, there's Kintoki, and Kintoki is fantastic. Kintoki is like an ancient Japanese warrior discovers Western culture and goes, yeah, I'll put on a good-looking suit and smoke a cigar, don't mind me. He's fucking, like I said, Raita can fucking draw. But for people sort of latch on to the giant boobalied monsters that he does create. In some cases that's literal, because Ibuki Doji is one of his. But it's just like, look, the man's got talent, he draws what he wants, and everybody else just has to learn to live with it. So this is the last showdown that's from the final DLC, Evil Spirits, which is basically just all the new monsters. So let's spin. Apparently, the recollection did actual mortal damage to Iori. That's interesting. Let's spin the wheel one last time. Let's see who we end up with. I was gonna rig it, but it was Kishimonjin anyway, so whatever. This game really likes spinning. I don't know, maybe
continuing the meme.
This wheel just fucking loves Kishimojin. But yeah, it features the Frost Demon puppet. Her Frost Beam, and the man eating Oni, and his eating of man. Gives me a good chance to be the Jeanne engine.
Clearly
again, anyway.
Eating kids if Kishimonjin is in on it.
Yeah, but this essentially rounds out all of our Fate Samurai Remnant stuff, so we can basically put a pin on the Let's Play now once I upload this.
Jay!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. It took
So
well
many
over a
friggin'
year,
years.
and so many episodes, but honestly, I didn't mind it. This is a fun
No, I
game.
had a lot of
I
fun
want
with it.
another Fate game done by Omega Team, but I want them to use more of the stuff they got from Dynasty Warriors Origins. I don't know how many people here have played Dynasty Warrior Origins.
Oh,
The battle stuff there's a few things that are sort of familiar from here. So what went into their game, but there's a lot of stuff that's actually in the game that I think really, really well. Like the parrying systems and stuff they've actually got in Origins really fun to use in this. And also like the dueling system I think is really good. So I'd say, you know, like they should 100% get in on it. And
The only friggin' way I managed to take down Zhou Yu and Zhang Fei in the battle of the bridge there was that you know, if you catch up to Zhou Yu, and be advised I'm speaking from South House perspective here. Like both of them are just immensely pumped up. They have maximum bravery. They are insanely tough. But if you get near Zhou Yu, he immediately challenges you to a duel, which is much less complicated when you beat him that way. And Zhang Fei, if you attempt to just walk by him and to go after Liu Bei, he's just like, oh no, buddy, you gotta fight my ass, and he challenges you to an unescapable duel, which is still a hell of a lot easier than trying to fight him straight up.
Yeah, there's a lot of systems I think that would work really well, but it's up to them if they want to do something like another Fate game, because obviously it wouldn't be Fate Samurai Remnant. Fate Samurai Remnant is a completed story, and though there is going to be a Fate Samurai Remnant collaboration in Fate Grand Order next year in January, it's more like just sort of bookends the story. Like it's like basically like it's still more of a Fate Grand Order story than it is a Fate Samurai Remnant story, but it does do a good showing for Iori and Co. Or just got that look on his face right now. It's like
just staring into the middle distance, mildly traumatized.
Saber's was like, "Hey, hi." Who are you waving at? I don't see anybody there, Saber.
Don't worry about it.
Weird little gremlin. So yeah,
if you're gonna wrap it up, this time we should raid Highwang. Like he always raids us, we should raid him this time.
Oh god,
so it's super easy to do it. You just like with
you're making me look like
logged
a fool.
like buddy, like you're logged in as the streamer, right? Like
I'm not actually.
Oh fuck.
When I switched over to this thing, it's not actually got me as the streamer.
Now you're making me look like a fool.
I told you this at the start. I was like,
well,
hey, is this actually working? Because it's saying it's making it look like I'm not the streamer.
I figured you would have sorted it out. Never mind though.
No, because I'd already started streaming. Can I?
All right,
do it
fine.
Look.
Yeah, like you in OBS or whatever, you might be able to do it, but it's literally just /raid Highwang.
I'll try and do it from the other thing. So thank you everybody for joining us. Yeah, we're gonna send you all, if you're still around, onto Highwang. You know, but for everybody who's watching on their channel, this is the end of the Fate Samurai Remnant Let's Play. Thank you for joining me, Coolguye. And
absolutely, brother.
And yeah, we're just gonna be, you know, moving on to Space Marine 2 from now. So we gotta sit down and organize that, because
I'm still cooking on a Mechanicus Let's Play.
Yeah, so that's
I'm working on that.
All right,
so we got lots of Warhammer coming.
Yeah, so you all have yourselves a whole load of fun. I'm just gonna. Yep, there we go. I have created the raid. Have yourselves a blessed time, and I'll see y'all next time.